everybody, it's Kelsee Briana J, and in today's video I am reviewing the Natasha Denona Sunrise Palette. And I know so many of you guys have been waiting on me to do this video, and I finally have this palette in my hands. So in today's video I'm going to be reviewing it as well as giving you all 3 looks with this palette. So let's go ahead and jump into the details, that way we can play. Here's the packaging for this palette. It retails for $65, and I finally got my hands on this packet from Sephora. It launched on their website, and so I ordered it from them. I paid for overnight shipping and they came through, so shout out to Sephora for getting me this palette. This is actually my second time ordering this palette because on Trim Moves Instagram page, she links where a website overseas had launched the palette a little bit earlier, so I ordered it on May 21st. With me ordering that palette from over there, it was a little bit more, plus I paid for expedited shipping on their website, and so I paid a little over $100 for it on May 21st. Today is June 5th, and I still don't have that palette. So when it launched on Sephora's website, I went ahead and placed an order. That way I could get my video out to you guys. I think that it was a miscommunication between Natasha Denona's people or Feel Unique's people, and that palette accidentally got launched. And so as a result of that, I believe that they stopped the shipment on it until it actually launched. And so my palette is caught up in limbo, and I still don't have my palette from that website. If anybody else ordered their palette from that website, let me know if you ever got yours either. So Sephora didn't fail me. They were able to give me my palette in a timely manner. So here's what the palette looks like. Really cute packaging. It's in Natasha Denona's new style of packaging, so it's that hard plastic packaging. And the description of this palette reads that it is a palette inspired by the warm glow of morning sunrise, with sunny yellows, crimson corals, earthy browns, and powerful pinks, all made to melt together in perfect harmony. The Sunrise palette features 15 brand new shades in Natasha Denona's iconic formula. Let's open this baby up. So this palette does have a mirror, and here's what the palette looks like. Beautiful, beautiful color story. As you guys can see, this is a warm toned palette. There are a mix of finishes in here. And so in this palette, she has metallics, creamy mattes, and duochrome eyeshadows. There's everything you need in here to be able to do an entire eye look. So this palette is the newest addition to her Sun palettes. If you guys remember, a few years ago, she launched the BAM Sunset palette. So here's what the two palettes look like side by side. So as you guys can see, there's a distinct color difference in the color stories, but they both still have the warm tones. And so the other noticeable difference from this palette to the new Sunrise palette is the size. So this is the first time that Natasha Denona has given us a palette at this size, and this palette is a little bit smaller than her other larger palettes. So I want to compare the size of the Sunrise palette to the Sunset palette. Like I said, the Sunrise palette retails for $65, and in this palette it has a total weight of 19.5 grams of product, or 0.67 ounces of product. And since there's 15 shades of eyeshadow in here, it makes each pan of eyeshadow cost $4.33. And when looking at the cost per gram in ounces, the cost per ounce is $97 and the cost per gram is $3.48. And so when comparing that cost with the Sunset palette, which retails for $129, that makes each pan of eyeshadow in here cost $8.60. And when looking at the grams and ounces, it costs $107.50 per ounce, and it costs $3.44 per gram. So when looking at the cost per ounces and grams of both of these palettes, the Sunset palette just costs slightly less than the Sunrise palette. So Natasha Denona was able to scale this palette down to where it was aligned with her main palettes in her line, and so this is still a really good value. But these eyeshadows are just a bit smaller, but as you all can see, they're not super small. I feel like these are regular eyeshadow pan sizes, and I've had my Sunset palette for going on probably 3 years now, and I've not made a dent in those eyeshadows. So I like that she scaled it back, because $65 is a lot easier to swallow than $129. So enough with all that money talk. Let's go ahead and get to the swatches of this palette, and then following the swatches, I'm going to go ahead and jump into our first look. And then remember, I'm doing 3 different looks, and I will have all of my makeup details listed down in the description box, because you guys see I have on my obligatory once a year orangey red lipstick. So if you want to know which one it is, look down in the description box. But I hope that you all enjoy this video, and I will talk to you all shortly. Alright guys, so here is the eye look that we're going to be doing first. I'm taking a Wayne Goss number 16 fluffy brush in the color Morgan. I am popping this color in my crease as my transition color. It's my crease color actually. So directly in the crease and then blend it upwards. It's a little bit darker than it looks in the pan, which is good because it's going to give us more pigmentation. Next, I'm going to take a tapered pointed blending brush. This is a Refer PL7A and the color Jasper. I don't want this look to be super bold, so I'm just going to take this on the outer crease and back and forth. Let's deposit this color just to add some definition, not a whole lot. Now I'm going in with the flat shader brush and the color Morning. This is a Refer 02 brush. I want this to be my lid color, so I am just going to pack this on all across the lid and then bring it over to the outer corner. And I want this to go all the way across. Now I'm going to take my Sonia G Builder 3 brush in the color Agate. Very lightly, I am going to pop this under my brow as my underbrow highlight. Same color, and I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to pop this on the inner corner. Very lightly. And then I'm going to pop it on the lower inner corner. Same brush, grab Laurel, blend this over in the middle. Lastly, I'm going to take Dayspring, connect it to the top, and apply this color on the outer lower corner. Alright guys, so here's the look using the Sunrise Palette. So the first color that I'm taking with my Esom G34 Fluffy brush is the color Citrine. I am going to pop this above my crease as my transition color. So back and forth. Let's build up this color. Oh my gosh, it's super smooth, very pigmented. Scooting on down, I'm going to take the same brush in the color Glory. This is going to go directly in my crease. I'm careful not to cover up the yellow color, but I do want to make sure that this color is fused and blended with that color. So just take your time. You may even want to go in with a smaller brush than this for this step. That way you can be a little bit more precise. MAC 221 brush, a tapered blending brush, and I'm going to take the color Clove and pop that right on the outer corner. Bring that up. Oh, so smooth. I'm going to go in with the same brush in the color Plox. That one right in the center of the lid. Oh, so pretty. Same brush. Let's pick up Poppy. I think this color looks similar to Plox, but it's a little bit more crimson. So I'm just going to blend this more so towards the inner corner and diffuse it out. I'm not going to take it all the way on the inner corner. Grab a pencil brush and the color Awakening. And let's pop this on the inner corner. Let's also take this color on the lower inner corner and bring it over. Same brush, and let's get Aster. And let's pop that on the middle of the lower lash line. Oh, this color is so pretty. You can absolutely go in with this color with a spray, but I'm choosing to just use it on its own just to get a feel for this eyeshadow. Lastly, let's go in with Clove. Let's bring this look home, close it out on the lower lash line, and wrap it around to the top. Okay guys, so here's the finished look. I really love the way that it turned out. Let's take a fluffy brush and the color Jasper. And I'm going to take this in my crease and blend it out to be my transition color. So starting on the outer crease, I'm working my way in and blending up towards my brow. So it's a diagonal motion. So I don't know why I had to make that sound effect, but I did. Next, let's pick up Clove. And we're popping this on the very outer corner. So I'm just taking my time, blending this color out on the outer crease. Sonia G Builder Pro Flat Shader Brush and the color Carnelian. Popping that on the lid in the center, blending it up towards the crease and towards the outer corner color. And then bringing it into the inner corner using packing motions. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Same brush, and let's pick up the color Azalea. I am going to take this color, pop it on the inner corner, and then blend it over. And then build it as needed. Looking lovely. So I'm going to go ahead and add liner and lashes, and I'll be right back and we can do the lower lash line together. I'm going to go back in with Azalea on the top inner corner. Wrap this color around on the lower inner corner. Let's take Poppy again and poppy that on the center. Same brush, grab Jasper and connect it to the top. Okay guys, so here's the finished look. Natasha, I have one word for this palette. Trecares. Because she brought that fire. Do you all hear me? My Game of Thrones people know what that's all about. This palette is so freaking pretty. It's formulated exceptionally well. I think that this is one of her best palettes that she has ever done. Every color is extremely smooth, very blendable, builds up gorgeously, and it gave the prettiest eye looks. I am going to be using this palette all the time. It's a fresh take on warm neutrals. I know that we got tired of it for a while, but honestly, I feel like I'm untired of it because this awakened my love for warm eyeshadows all over again. Great job. Beautiful. You guys can see you can do so many looks with this palette. I feel like it'll work for a variety of skin tones, ranging from light complexions to deeper complexions, because these colors are the right amount of saturation and the color storage just complements each other beautifully. So I love it. I can't recommend it enough. I feel like Natasha Denona blew it out of the park. I love that she brought back the warm tones, even though I know that we're all like, oh my gosh, another warm toned palette. I feel like it's warm tones to the next level. It's warm tones for 2019. And by including the yellows and the mustards and the peachier color, it really just brightened up the palette and it made it more modernized. So I really like it. I think that it's gorgeous, and I honestly don't have anything bad to say about it. Maybe if I were going to make a change, I still would like to have my matte purple. If I had to choose a shade to take out to put in my matte purple, because that would make this the perfect warm toned palette for me, I would take out Plox, just because I feel like it's similar to Poppy, but it's a little bit more reddish, and Poppy has a little bit more of an iridescence to it. But this palette is A1. The formulation of the eyeshadows is amazing. It reminds me of the formulation of the eyeshadows in the Biba palette, so I hope that she continues to go in this direction with her eyeshadow formulation as well as with the size of the palette. I love this new size. I love the price of this new size because it's still priced at a luxury price point, so you're not sacrificing the quality, but it's a lot less than her other palettes are, so it's not so much of a bill when you buy it. I love this. I love the concept. I love the size. Let me know if you plan on picking it up. If you are a warm toned eyeshadow lover, go ahead and do it. You're not going to regret it. I will check you all in my very next video, which will be super soon. Smooches. Bye.